Thank you very much, Mark. I have an announcement about an upcoming event. Old Queen Benedict, the Wicked Witch of Rome, gets on his broom to visit Oz in July to attack gay and queer communities at World Youth Day. A kiss-in has been announced by our very own Divine Holiness Pope Alice in response to this invasion. It is a gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer kissing event sending love to homophobic Queensland Queen Benedict XVI. Pope Alice says, let's celebrate our sexuality by establishing an International Kissing Day and send a message to old Queen Benedict and all homophobes everywhere that everyone is beautiful, the future is beautiful, and bugger homophobic religions. There was another word, but I can't use it. This is a new era for humanity. Old medieval religions block the progress of true love. Homosexuality is natural and genetic. Kissing is natural. Kiss a queer for Christ's sake. For Christ's sake, kiss a queer. Come back to Queen's Park at 3 p.m. on Saturday 19th July for a kiss-in to support the Taylor Square action in Sydney on the same day. Today, Papa Nazi Benedict holds a vigil under the stars for thousands of virile, sexy, nubile youths at Randwick Race Course. Kiss a queer for Christ's sake, kiss a queer. Now I'd like to welcome the queer director of QUT Student Guild, Susan Shaw.
Hi there, I'm Susan Shaw, and over here is Sean O'Callaghan. We're the queer directors from the QUT Student Guild. First of all, I'd just like to personally start by acknowledging on behalf of the QUT Queer Collective that this always was and always will be Indigenous land. Okay, so I'm talking to you today about our QUT. The first homosexual and lesbian group, a QUT, was established in the late 70s, and since then, queers from QUT and other campuses around Australia have fight for their rights. At QUT, campaigns for specific queer spaces on each campus have been fought and won. Queers have been active in challenging queerphobic laws, promoting gay visibility. We struggle in solidarity with many other movements. We joined the fight against the war. We fight against user pay education, voluntary student unionism, and we fight for our rights in the workplace. Okay, so you might ask why a university needs a queer department. Queers are underrepresented in society, economically, politically, and socially, and this is exactly the same in the university environment. The QUT Queer Department fights queerphobia, supports students' rights to express their own opinions and beliefs, provides representation for queer students. We also provide safe sex information and materials, and we provide, most importantly, a place where queers can go and feel safe, free from harassment, and free to be themselves. Insert joke. Anyway, since the Howard government introduced voluntary unionism, the department has had to look outside the universities for support on many occasions. The financial and moral support that we receive from organisations such as Pride, QUAC and PFLAG have been invaluable, and it means that we are able to provide services to students who are in need. Earlier this week, members of the QUT Queer Collective attended the Pride Forum over the rainbow, Are We There Yet?, where a number of a range of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer and intersex groups met and discussed the current political climate in regards to our rights. Many people at the forum agreed that now is the time to start coordinating our activism in Queensland to make best use of our energy and resources for campaigns. We agreed to establish a queer coalition of sorts. We will meet monthly to plan for campaign work. The next meeting is on the 9th of July at QUAC headquarters. Now, the queer department at QUT is going to be set up in the, I'm going to have a stall over in the community tent, and anyone who's interested, we'd really like you to get involved, so please come and find us. I really need that. Okay. The recent announcement by Russ government that the 100+ pieces of federal legislation legislation that discriminates against same-sex couples will be amended has been very welcome news. Whilst many of the changes may actually reduce some of the tax and other benefits currently enjoyed by same-sex couples, no one is complaining. The goal of the reformers has always been equality, whatever the final financial outcome. It has to be said, though, that this does not represent a fair go. This will not make us equal, not at all. The deliberate exclusion of any form of civil union or same-sex marriage is significant as it is discrimination. Your government has admitted that it is discrimination, yet have decided to keep that discrimination anyway. On Sunday the 10th of August, there will be a National Day of Action for Queer Rights. Rallies and events will be held across the country, and in Brisbane there will be a rally in this park. Please come along. Please join us in the fight for our rights. We will be demanding that Rudd delivers on his promised law reforms, that homophobia is stamped out in schools, that discrimination against the trans community comes to an end, and that equal love should bring equal rights. Marriage and civil unions now. So thanks very much. Happy Pride. Please come say hello to us over at Fair Day. Woo!
Thanks very much, Sue. One of the changes that we've had this year at Pride Festival is we've actively pursued corporate sponsorship. We are a community festival. We will always remain a community festival, but in these changing times it costs more and more to put on the festival. It gives me great pleasure to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors. The enthusiasm and willingness of businesses to come on board with this is very exciting and will enable the festival to grow and rightfully take our place as one of the major gay and lesbian annual events. Our major sponsors, Gilead Sciences and Quack. Our public sponsor, Brisbane City Council. Our major media sponsor, Q News and Glamour Publishing. Our principal radio sponsor, Switch FM. And our festival sponsors, Novak Hotels and Resorts, Skypack Lighting, Sportsman's Hotel, Dynamic Accounting Solutions, Yeronga National Therapies, Royal Canon, Through the Looking Glass, Pink Sofa, Poster Bill, the Wickham Hotel, Ole Media Group. Please thank the sponsors for helping us to put on this festival.